Help! Help! Help!
Everybody out of the water!
Help!
Some of you may have experienced this before, whether personally you've been saved or watched somebody being saved, or you watched it on a TV show, like The Sandlot, where Squirts acted like he drowned just to get the lifeguard's attention. But it's not that easy. It's actually pretty hard to be a lifeguard. There's many steps that go into it. The first save that we will be going over today is the rules of being a lifeguard and some entries that you have to do. The second, we'll learn CPR and basic first aid. The last save we will be going over is how it will benefit you. So let's dive in and figure out what the rules are to being a lifeguard is. The first thing you need to know is you always need to have swim trunks on, or a swimsuit if you're a girl. And you need to have some type of sunglasses or hat to keep away from the sun. You also may need a refresher just to keep hydrated. You need to have your fanny pack too and a whistle. Now, you may have seen my long whistle at the beginning, and that was to intend for an emergency. But when there's a short whistle, that's to get a patron's attention. Walk, please.
Sorry.
Now the entries. Now that you've warned them, and now that you know how you can warn other patrons, you need to know how you're going to get to your victim. The first one that we're going to learn is the compact jump. This one's my all-time favorite because you're literally doing a cannonball off of your platform. The second one is the touch and go. That's where you'll grab the side of the pool and go into the water to the victim. The third is called the stride jump. This one feels awkward, and you just put your arms out, you'll put one leg out, you'll go out to the water, and once you hit the water, you're going to put your feet together. Okay, now you know how to get to your victim. But once you're to the victim, how do you know what you're going to do to help them? The first thing that you're going to do when you're dragging them back to the wall, you're going to look down their chest to see if they're breathing. And you'll be listening to see if you can hear their breaths. Now, Tegan is breathing here, so we do not have to perform CPR. But if we were to perform CPR, we'd have to give Tegan 30 compressions and 2 breaths, since she is an adult. Now, to give breaths, you'll have a mask sort of like this, and you just give your breaths like you're breathing in. This is to protect you from doing mouth-to-mouth, to protect from bloodborne pathogens. Now, if Tegan was a child, we'd have to do 15 compressions and 2 breaths. But we don't have to worry about that, since Tegan here is okay. But we do need to look and see if she has any other problems. So first, we're going to look. We have to put on our gloves to protect ourselves. So I have my gloves on, and I'm going to ask somebody to activate the EMS. Somebody call 911, please. And now we're going to walk up to Tegan and see how she's doing. Hi, Tegan. My name's Ashton. I am CPR certified in first aid. May I help you?
Cut myself.
What were you doing?
I jumped into the pool and I scraped my arm on the side of the pool.
Now, when we look at treating a patient, we're going to look for bleeding, as Tegan has here, bruises, or anything else. Since she has bleeding, we're going to apply gauze to her wound and apply pressure. And you want to keep the pressure there until it stops bleeding. Okay, I think it stopped bleeding. Now we need to know what to do. We have to wait for help to come. So we're just going to wait with our patron until the help comes. But we definitely do not want to leave them alone. So always keep them active, make sure they're awake and conscious, make sure they're okay. Now that you know how to save somebody and what to do, how's this going to benefit you? Well, whenever you're at the pool, whether it be outdoor pool, public pool, lake, anywhere where you're swimming, heck, even your bathtub, you'll always know how to save somebody and prevent drowning. According to CDC, Over 9 years, there's been 3,536 fatal accidents. This is about 10 deaths a day, which is a whole lot. 1 in 5 people who die from drowning are 14 and younger. Now that you know this, you can prevent this from happening, and you can save lives like young Tegan here.